Hey guys, it's Doris from LookMazing, and I'm back with our Best of Beauty video, and today I'll be talking about our top 5 facial moisturizers. And if you guys haven't been following along, our top 5 pretty much covers all the products that people are talking about, from beauty YouTubers to editors, and also the top sellers from department stores and drugstores. So we bring together all the products and we find the top 5, which I have reviewed, and I will give you guys my review and let you know if they live up to the hype. So if you guys do have any questions, you can definitely leave me comments down below. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start off with the most affordable product, and this one here is by Aveeno, and this you can pretty much pick up at a drugstore, and this is their Positively Radiant Daily Moisturizer. It comes with SPF 30, and Aveeno is known for their soy products that they use in their, an ingredient that they use, and they usually try to leverage the natural properties of soybeans. So I like this one because it's supposed to not only moisturize but also brighten and even out your complexion over time. So this one I would say is great based on reviews for people who have sensitive skin. So in terms of the packaging, it's very nice in the sense that it's hygienic, that it's in the form of a pump, so it's really easy to just pump it out. And this one is, I would say, because it has SPF, it's better for the daytime. I tend to not want to use moisturizers that have SPF at night, so this is a great one for layering under your foundation. I have found that it doesn't really interfere with your foundation. It actually makes your makeup stay nicer and longer. So if you are, don't want to use a primer and a moisturizer, I would say this functions great as a primer as well. So in terms of, I would say, fragrance, let's see, I'll give you guys a detailed description of it. It's more of a light scent, kind of a little bit like refreshing. I think that's the best way to describe it. And as you can tell, because it has SPF, I believe it comes with more of a white cast to it, but it actually absorbs really fast into the skin, and it doesn't feel really oily as well, because I know sometimes, you're afraid that the moisturizer might leave your skin more prone to breakouts because it clogs your pores, but I haven't found this one to be the case. So overall, I think it's a really great one, especially given the affordability, and I would actually really highly recommend this one. So the next one here is really popular amongst beauty YouTubers, and it's Kiehls Ultra Facial Cream. And I would say this one is really great because it has 2 unique properties. They have this extract from a microorganism, actually, that's really known to protect your skin under cold temperatures. And also they have a plant extract too that is really great for water retention. So if you guys are in cold weather and also in need of helping your skin remain supple, I think the Kiehls Ultra Facial Cream is a great one because it's also really lightweight. I would say in terms of the product itself, it's in this jar, and you get a lot of product for a really affordable price, because although it's lightweight, you only really need a little bit to kind of really moisturize your face. So it doesn't feel too oily. I only wish, because it was in this jar format, to make it more hygienic, they would come with those little scoopers. But other than that, it's just very, very nice because I had it on for the night, and in the morning when I woke up, my skin did feel really nice, and it has that little, I would say, reflection or glow to it too, so I really know that it's still hydrated, but it doesn't feel too overwhelmingly moisturized. So for skin type, this one has been reviewed by both, I would say, people with sensitive skin and dry skin, and a lot of people really love this one. So yeah, so overall, I would say, given the affordability and also its moisturizing power, it's also a really good one. So the next one I have here is also a popular one amongst beauty YouTubers. It is the Origins High Potency Night Amins, and this one has a lot of more vitamins and minerals in terms of it enriching the formula. And I would say this one in particular is great for people who have dry or combination skin, and it's also one that has a special technology. When you guys sleep, and if you are someone who rolls around on their pillows, sometimes in the morning you'll get these kind of unattractive creases or lines. So they actually have some technology in here to make your skin a little bit stronger to avoid those, I would say, lines and creases from staying too long. So yeah, I'm definitely a type of person who would actually find a lot of benefit in that. And in terms of the scent, so it does come in this jar format, and I also wish it came with a little scooper, but the formula is more on the creamier side, and the scent is this nice citrusy scent. So if you guys do like something a little bit fruity, I think this has a great scent to it. But if you guys are sensitive, it is a little bit on the stronger side. But I would say overall, it's a little bit creamier than the Kiehls one, but you also don't need a lot, and it doesn't make my skin feel too oily either. That's what I was afraid of at first, that it might be too heavy and clog the pores, but actually doesn't happen. It felt really great in the morning. It has this a little bit of more of a brightening effect to it too, and you also get that nice glow. So overall, really great at moisturizing. I would say very comparable to the Kiehls one. I kind of like a scent to my moisturizer, so this one I would say was a little bit, in terms of what I liked, a little bit more than the Kiehls. So my next one here is by Philosophy, and this is the Hope in a Jar, and this one is a favorite amongst editors, and it's very similar. If you guys had watched my top 5 facial cleansers video, the Philosophy Hope in a Jar, the cleanser format, I had featured that one there, and it's very similar, I would say, in terms of fragrance for that. This one I would say is great for more sensitive skin. It helps a little bit with alleviating the redness, but in terms of the texture, it's very lighter than the ones I had featured so far. And the only thing I don't like about it is that I love the initial scent of it when you put it on, very similar to the cleanser. But once you leave it on for a couple minutes, the scent changes a little bit, and it's not my cup of tea. I think a lot of reviews also mention something similar to that. So yeah, so if you guys are sensitive to smell, you might want to try this out, maybe sample it first before kind of committing to the full jar. But yes, it is in a jar format, so it's kind of similar to the other 3 ones, but I would say overall it's very nice and lightweight, so I thought maybe it wasn't going to be as moisturizing as the other 2, but it felt just as nice, and I think this is great for using both in the daytime and nighttime, so a great one to layer underneath your makeup as well. So I think in the morning it didn't feel, I would say, as moisturized as the other 2, but it still did a really good job where I didn't feel like my skin was dry. So the last one is the most luxurious out of the bunch and a top seller at department stores, and this one is the Shiseido Bio Performance, and it is their Advanced Super Revitalizing Cream, and you do get a lot. It is a little bit more pricey, but I would say this is a great one because it does have anti-aging properties associated with it as well. So the other ones I mentioned were really more for moisturizing. This, I think, has both moisturizing and anti-aging in one. So if you guys are concerned about fine lines, both preventing them as well as treating them, I think this is a great one because their technology, which is their bio-revitalizing complex, so that's a technology that's supposed to, I would say, improve the elasticity and firmness of your skin, which I guess helps with wrinkles. So this one, I would say I loved it because it did come with a little spatula. I don't have it with me here today, but I like that it did come with that to keep it a little bit more hygienic. But in terms of the scent, I actually really love it because it's not too, I don't know if I would call it floral, but it's just like a nice, I would say, creamy scent. I'm so bad at describing scents. It's more, I would say, something, it reminds me of my mom because my mom used to wear Shiseido a lot while I was growing up, so I just really love the scent. So sorry I couldn't describe it in a better detail, but it's a very pleasant scent, so a little more feminine scent, let's put it that way. So the texture is definitely more creamy than, I would say, the Philosophy one and the Kiehls one. It's more on the lines of the Origin one. And so this one, I would say I loved using it more for the nighttime. You can use it both for day and night, but I like something a little bit more creamier for night. And it did definitely make my face feel revitalized and moisturized in the morning. And I think for all of them, they pretty much did a really great job. But I would just have to say this one, because it has anti-aging, I would give it some extra points because then you know that you're getting moisturized, but also you're doing something with prevention as well. So yeah, so I would say definitely more on the luxurious side, but I would have to say my favorites have to be the Origins and the Shiseido. So yeah, so I hope you guys found that review helpful, and as always, if I missed anything or didn't cover anything, definitely let me know in the comments down below. And also, we are looking for topics to cover in our Best of Beauty Top 5 series, so if there's any sort of products you guys are interested in me testing, definitely let me know as well. And I think I will see you guys next time. Bye!